Good morning and welcome to Faithful Fridays. My name is Shabir Beg. I am from the Scottish Ahlul Bayt Society as an organisation. We are a Muslim charity organisation following the Shia tradition of Islam. If I may start by saying the topic here will be faith in action. And for me, the faith in action comes in two particular segments of my life. One is the spiritual side of my faith, which is following the traditions that are given to us within the Holy Quran and by the Prophet Muhammad and his progeny, the Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam, in the way of life that one should follow to be subservient to God's wishes on having a successful life that benefits one in the hereafter. The second part I would take as a way of life is to do the practical things one learns from their faith in the daily life. And I would maybe highlight a wee bit of the practical things I do, our organisation does, and our congregation and our community does in a daily practical way of serving humanity, which is what faith is all about, to serve your own soul, to nourish it, but also being aware of your responsibility to humanity by being a good person and helping others that may need help, or supporting others that may need help to do bigger and better things that are beneficial to one and all. One of the things we're doing as a faith group is interfaith work, and by being able to do that, we found ourselves enjoying life to the full by realizing that we're helping so many others to understand each other's faith. As a Muslim, we belong to the Abrahamic faith, in which our closeness to the Jewish faith and Christianity is always there for us to follow. A good wee example of that actually was just before I came on to this live clip. I saw a wee ant, and I was just about to kill it, and then I thought, why do you want to kill the wee ant? So I just let it be, and I thought of a Quranic verse, and then it was the Queen of Ants telling her, what's the word I'm looking for, all the fellow subjects of ants to take cover, because there was, and it was regarding King Solomon. Obviously the wee ant didn't know it was King Solomon coming, and take cover because you're going to get crushed in a wee minute. But King Solomon, the prophet, understood the language of God's creation, and he avoided crushing the ants. And the lesson here was that he just saved lives. And that's what it's all about, not just killing for the sake of killing, and saving lives is very important. So that's something as an organisation we do when we engage, for example, with the Scottish National Blood Transfusion Service. And this is our faith in action, because we promote, in the name of Imam Hussein, the blood donation campaigns every year, and we've been doing that for a while. And that takes us into our engagement with fellow faiths, which support us in these projects by donating blood whether it be in Glasgow, Edinburgh, Aberdeen, Inverness, or Dundee, where there are blood donor centres. So that's saving lives, and we're very privileged to be rewarded at defeat by Almighty, which is a privilege to be able to save lives. So that's one of the things we do as a faith group. The other thing, and we're talking practical things here, because I think in this day and age, a lot of the practical things we do as a community of faith groups keeps us together, and it helps us to develop a deeper understanding of how we can be the good citizens of our communities and of our society. As I said, the other thing we do is we engage ourselves through working with food banks and service providers who look after vulnerable communities, whether it's asylum seekers or refugees or other members of the society who may be homeless, or in this particular moment in time, the cost of living effect that's having on our communities. So that gives us another opportunity to take our faith in action and hopefully bring comfort to others who may well be looking for that wee bit extra support in their lives at this particular time. So that's another thing one can say that having faith provides an opportunity to do good. One of the other things I would probably mention is how we're able to visit each other's place of worship. So as well as going to your own mosque or your own hassania, one is able to visit the church, the mandir, the gurdwara, the synagogue, and other places of worship, and you learn from each other, and it's quite exciting and rewarding because you meet like-minded people on most occasions, but sometimes you meet people who maybe haven't really followed an interest in interfaith, and then all of a sudden seeing one person or persons from other faiths visit their place of worship, it interests them, and then that's you one a good result there as well, that they also then take an interest, enhance the interfaith family. So that's quite rewarding, and I would like to share that with the small audience that's probably listening here. But these are three things that I feel that I should mention that have been rewarding to me personally and to our organisation, with a good understanding of how to commit ourselves as passion to the interfaith families that work together, not just here in Edinburgh or Glasgow, but throughout Scotland and beyond. So it is good to have that relationship with strong interfaith associations, and we look forward to encouraging more of our youngsters to join the interfaith family and take it to the next level, and show it as a legacy that's been on the go for a good number of years. I know IFA is the oldest interfaith group in Scotland, so all credit to IFA on their endeavours to keep the interfaith flag flying. The other thing I would mention that happens when you're involved in one's own faith and interfaith, I'm keen to promote the interfaith side of our community, and that is when you make friends, and then one day that friend's here no longer because the the person's passed on to the hereafter. And in this occasion, I'm actually referring to the late Archbishop Mario Conti, the Emeritus Archbishop of Glasgow, who just recently passed away. And he was a strong advocate for interfaith relations, and he's sorely missed by one and all. And especially personally, I feel quite lost without him because I used to annoy him by phoning him and take guidance from him. So that's a big loss to our community, and I'm sure everyone will agree that we've lost such a great personality here, not just for the Catholic Church, but also for many beyond the Catholic Church. On another personal level, we also quite recently, last year, lost one of our great personalities in Islam, Grand Ayatollah Muhammad al-Hakim, Sayyid Muhammad al-Hakim, who resided in Najaf in Iraq. And I've been on the pilgrimage to Iraq twice, and on both occasions we were privileged to have an audience with him. And he was very supportive to us spiritually on our interfaith endeavours, which we explained to him that we were doing here in Scotland. And he thought that was a very good thing for us to do, and encourage us to do more. So he passed away a year ago, and he's well missed by us because he was a great authority in our faith. And these things come to mind at this moment. I mean, probably I've not got a clue what I'm talking about, but I'm trying my best to get a wee story out to yourselves, and hopefully it's working. So I look forward to continuing on this journey. I think there's a lot of good coming out of Faith in Action. It's not all about doing and promoting one's own faith. I think promoting interfaith and promoting the love of humanity is probably more important than trying to say that one's own faith is the best and the others just follow the lead. I don't really believe in that. I think we're all equal to the best of our ability, and we just get on with our lives, supporting one another for the common good, and making ourselves a strong society, loving and caring. And with these few words, I hope I've said enough to complete this wee clip that I've been asked to do with IFA. So thanks very much for listening to me, and I look forward to seeing everyone again. And a big shout out to my good pal, Professor Joe Goldberg, for asking me to join this wee Faithful Fridays project. Thanks, and have a good Sabbath to my fellow Muslims, and a good weekend ahead to all other listeners. Bye for now.
So inviting you now to join me for a short mindfulness practice. And if you care to, you may want to close your eyes or lower your gaze. And inviting in an attitude of gentleness, kindness. No need to judge, and no need to fix or do anything in this practice. Simply allowing a sense of being with the experience, as it unfolds. And if you care to now, bringing your awareness all the way down into your feet and the feeling of the contact that the feet make with the ground. Feeling the support of the feet. And perhaps noticing any sensations here. Maybe sensations of warmth or coolness, of tingling, of pressure as they make contact with the ground. Noticing what's here to be felt in the feet. And now inviting you to bring the awareness into the seat. And the feeling of the contact of the seat on the cushion or chair beneath it. Noticing the sensations of pressure here, sense of support, and the feeling of gravity holding this body here, right now. And now, if you care to, bringing the awareness to the felt sense of the breath. And you may notice the breath in the belly, or in the chest, or at the nostrils. And resting here in the place where the breath is most obvious to you. And remembering that there's no need to change the breath in any way. Simply trusting that it knows how to breathe itself. So there's the real possibility of resting here. Resting the awareness on each wave of the breath as it moves into and out from the body. And at some stage, you may notice that the mind wanders. And as soon as you notice that this has happened, remembering that it's not a problem, it's simply what minds do. So just acknowledging where the mind has gone, and then as best you can, gently escorting the awareness all the way back to the breath, back to this breath that's happening right now. And in a few moments, this practice will come to an end. And remembering that you can bring this attitude of awareness into each and every part of your day. And so when you're ready to, gently opening your eyes. Thank you.